Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Raved and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. In the last episode, we went to Gatenport once again to the part shop to find Per and Makan so they could customize our scooter to cross the northern desert. However, Makan was not there and he was at Dr. Kamingo's manor. So we went there and were once again identified as a burglar by freaking Chobin. However, this time he had a new arsenal, which was the Robo series that Dr. Kamingo invented. And needless to say, we kinda were the crucial point in discontinuing the series because we kinda whooped its ass. And in this episode, we are finally gonna go ahead and enter the manor. And god, it's been forever since I've been in here. Gee, like what, 29 episodes? Okay, no, more than that, 30, today, or no, 31, wow. This is episode 33 if I'm not mistaken, so yeah, it's been a while. I really missed this music, but you know what I missed even more? Hearing about new invention from Dr. Kamingo. Chobin, take it away! Dr. Kamingo's inventions are #1 in the world. Chobin's choice is this, ta-da! The power trading light bulb. At first glance, it's an ordinary sort of plain light bulb, but it positively gulps electricity at 10 times the usual rate. Keep using this and electricity bills will grow shockingly. And it won't be easy to find out why. Chobin thinks it is dazzling. Like the light bulb that's gonna emit the light that will cost your electric bill 10 times more than it would if you were to use a regular one from Home Depot or something. Anyways, there are actually a lot of inventions, which I'm not going to show off right now because that would take a lot of time on our timestamp. Instead, we don't really have. Honestly, these are limited, but I'd like to keep these episodes short, especially when I'm talking like this. Yeah, it's going to be even shorter at this rate. I'm going to go ahead and put all the things on screen right now, which do show off all of Dr. Kamingo's inventions that supposedly help the entire ore region. As stated from the old man, it was a lie. So anyways, down here, this is my place of nostalgia. For all of you who have seen the trailer of Pokemon XD, like TV trailers and like, you would have seen this. This was practically what drove me to buy this as a kid, besides the fact that those Pokemon. I was a big fan of colors. I mean, everybody was a fan of colors when they were a little kid, but with this whole thing and the whole thing about like using a crane like so, like just hold on to it and you just kind of do that little thing. For 2005 standards for a Pokemon game, that was mind-blowing. Enough to make me want to buy it. And when I bought it, I was not like disappointed with at all. I played Pokemon Coliseum before this, obviously, so I already knew my knowledge of it. And that's actually where I started learning about this stuff. So, fun fact, a lot of stuff that I told you guys already came from my mind from when I was around 7 years old. So, yay! Anyways, there are two things here. This is actually not where we need to go. You might have saw down there that Makan was downstairs next to that thing that looks a lot like Kyogre. And this was, in fact, the Robo Kyogre that Dr. Kamingo was talking about. So, there are two things here, and I think I just botched up the puzzle. Crap. Well, it isn't so much a puzzle, it is just identifying color by color and just pressing buttons randomly here and then just going on the cranes. But anyways, there are two things here that aren't required, but I would like to point out. Right over here, you get the Battle CD05. There we go. The Battle CD05. I tried pressing A, but it wouldn't let me. God, the hitboxes for those shiny objects on the ground are just, like, redonkulous. Ugh, I never thought I would use that word at all. And over here, this is something that a lot of people were rather disappointed about when they played this game. Thought it'd be an actual item, but when you open it, it's actually Jovi's diary. Yes, she keeps her diary in a foreign manor near her house. Yeah, foreign manor near her house. Great word choice there, Sebastian. She puts her diary in an unknown house. Like, not even in her own house. Like, okay, all the girls that may be watching this video are probably just like, oh, if you have a diary, or if any girl had a diary, they would just keep it in their bedrooms. But Jovi just was like, took it a step further. Like, no, Jovi wants to go ahead and put it in a different place because Jovi does not like her room. Big Brother comes in her room and raids her pillows or whatever because he doesn't have enough pillows. At least I know I don't have enough pillows. Anyways, there are two entries here that Jovi has written, so let's go ahead and read them. Top secret, the Pokemon HQ labs are a secret room somewhere. Interesting. It doesn't look like anybody knows where it is. Then how did you find out about it? Jovi will find it first and make it a secret base. Gen 3 much? Let's go ahead and take a look at the second diary entry. The robots under this room are made to look like a red Pokemon Groudon and a blue one, Kyogre. And they're supposed to work, but Jovi's not sure if that's true. Well, now you're half right on that one. Robo-Groudon kinda got its ass whooped by us because we're so freaking awesome. Because Chobin says that Jovi can't take a ride, Jovi vets Chobin won't let Jovi take a ride because they don't work. Chobin's a cheapskate. Wow! Shots fired at Chobin because he's a cheapskate for not letting her ride on Robo-Groudon. Damn. Anyways, those were the two things I want to quickly show off here. And Spot Runner, what would you like from me today? I knew that I was going to go ahead and do this at some point. However, these are mainly going to be done off screen. Yeah, that's definitely going to be taken care of off screen. It's very, very weak. When it's very weak like that, I believe it is a hop hip. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm at least 85.6472% positive that that's actually it. So, with that big decimal number out of the way, let's go ahead and enter the real place we need to go, because yes, this was filler stuff once again. I am the greatest at doing that kind of stuff. Anyways, what we really need to do in order to go down there is you want to go to the left over here. Yeah, you actually want to head to Dr. Kaminka right over here. So, you might notice when you first entered here that there was a room over here. Now, what is inside this room exactly? You, child! That area is strictly prohibited. Oh, never mind. The basement R&D room is no longer home to any secrets. You may come and go as you wish, but try not to disturb Makan inside. That's exactly what we're going to do. Let's not tell him that, though, because we might just get kicked out even if we're not a burglar. So we get a very primitive-looking elevator right there. Yeah, going down. Gee, I wonder where else it could go, unless it, like, goes up to the moon or something, or there's, like, a secret attic. But anyways, down here, might I say, the perspective is really nice. I like looking at all the colors of the crane buttons up there and the little computers over here. But more important than talking to Makan and the uncompleted version of Robo-Kyogre, there is this chest over here. And this actually contains an item. And no, it's not more of Jovi's secret diary entries. It is, in fact, a rare candy. Wonder what it tastes like. Only one person would get that reference, unless you guys know what Scott Falco is. Anyways, rare candies. They are obviously rare items that will raise the level of any Pokemon by 1. So if you like to level up a Pokemon, or if they're about to evolve and you don't want to wait and you want to train them a little bit, then go ahead and use it. Get all the benefits from leveling up, minus a little bit of friendship you could have gotten if you were to fight with your Pokemon, as well as any XP points that you currently had towards the progression to the next level would have been lost, and instead it would just elevate immediately. So it's only recommended to use once your Pokemon evolves, or rather once your Pokemon levels up normally. Once it's level 29, then you can use a rare candy. Don't use it right when it's about like 100 XP points away from leveling up, and then use rare candy. That is an absolute waste. So for now, I'm actually going to keep this on reserve. I actually know when I'm going to use it, but I'm not going to use it just now. So, let's go. No, I did not want to enter the elevator again. God. I was praising the camera earlier, and now I'm hating it. If only you can move your camera around so you could go ahead and move around this freaking room, because it is cramped as hell. I mean, yeah, sure, you can go around this place right over here. However, I do not believe there's anything else around here that's worth noting right now, so let's just go ahead and talk to Makan. So this is the Robo-Kyogre that Kaminko had under development. He called it useless scrap and demanded that I haul it away. But, you know, this is a quite well-engineered machine. Whoa, you've gotten me quite the start! And who might you be? Did you come from the Pokemon HQ lab? My name's Makan. I run the part shop in Gatenport. How is the lab's director, Professor Crane, yes? Cipher is back then. I thought they'd folded 5 years ago, but they've returned. So, you want me to modify your scooter for desert crossing performance? Well, you certainly are bold for even considering to face Cipher alone. Fine, let's do it. I'll modify your scooter. Good deeds shouldn't wait. I'll arrange to haul this Robo-Kyogre back to my shop right away. I'll see you there. And when he says that, it actually means we're going to be teleported directly to the parts shop. So, it saves us a whole 40 seconds of going up the elevator, going out of Dr. Kaminko's manor, exiting, driving there on our scooter, which we won't be able to see anymore because now I've converted into a hover-type scooter, so it'll be perfect for the desert. Go on, try it out right away. Yeah, we get a freaking hover scooter. This really is the future. I mean, hell, I knew this was like 5 years in the future compared to Pokemon Coliseum, but God. The fact that we went from, first Coliseum had the primitive looking, or not primitive looking, but really over-exaggerated motorcycle thing with huge ass engines and a huge ass pipe for the gas or whatever. I don't know what those are called. And then it goes on to XD having like a scooter. It's like, okay, it's compact and it's clean for once. And now, if we can exit here and move to a different place, I would like to go ahead and head to Agate Village real quick. Because right now, take a look at this. Freaking hover. It hovers. It is so cool. Oh, I forgot to go ahead and tackle Mirror B. Oh, well, looks like Mirror B will not be found for another few episodes. Who cares? I kind of do, because I would like that Roselia. Anyways, I want to go to Agate real quick, because I would like to go ahead and buy a couple more Pokesnacks. As you guys remember, I purchased 15, and I used them all in the Pokespots. So, I want to go ahead and buy around 15 more, because I mean, I could buy 30, and I could have a full stack of 10. But understand that I actually want to save my money for things later on, and I don't want to spend it completely on Pokesnacks. Because you know what's better than Pokesnacks? Moo Moo Milk. Alright, so now that we are back on the world map, it is finally time to head to the northern desert where Cipher was witnessed transporting things in this area. Yeah, just things. However, once we go there, on our awesome hover scooter, and we can finally cross the desert to see what it is, guess what? Libra. More specifically, the SS Libra, the same one that was seen in the beginning of this beginning of this series in the trailer that I did, and the one that was been talking about where the supposed forces randomly made the spear disappear from the seas and it landed in an unknown place. This is exactly where it was landed. And I say, the music for this fits so well. This is an abandoned ship, or not even an abandoned ship, this is a shipwrecked ship that isn't even shipwrecked. It was just dropped here out of nowhere in the middle of the desert. It is such an awesome contrast just to see a ship that's broken in half. Like, take a look at that. I mean, come on. And with this music, it feels so melancholy and eerie. I mean, there are Pokemon on this ship, and some of them were probably ran away, some of them might have been killed, or something even worse. Maybe there are still Pokemon living here. Maybe there are ghosts. Who knows? The music just fits perfectly, and the fact that we are in the middle of the desert just makes it all that more mysterious. I really like this. So, what city go ahead and enter? And hey, Justy, what's up, buddy? To Sebastian, from Justy. Sebastian, thanks for being so patient. The pre-gym is finally set to reopen after the Cipher takeover bid. We are all looking forward to the opportunity of battling you, Sebastian. So yes, now we can go ahead and finally tackle the pre-gym, but we're not going to do that just yet. I would like to go ahead and show that off though, because the pre-gym does give you some nice rewards that, well, not necessarily like super nice rewards, but hell, it is something that you would like to do in your spare time, because it is also another way to battle and level up your Pokemon. So, finally entering the SS Libra, you can already see, on the inside looks rather nice, but, oh, I did not mean to activate the pushing mechanics, and yes, there are pushing mechanics in this game. More of an actual puzzle than, okay, I guess you can compare this to using strength in other Pokemon games. Personally, I like it, and I don't like it. I'll explain why in just a second, but as you can see, there's a steam valve right over there, a steam pipe, and it's just releasing it. It really has the perfect atmosphere to this place, and I have to say, while Gate Import is one of my... Oh, I almost forgot that item over there. Gate Import, what am I talking about? While Fennec City was one of my favorite places to look at, this one pretty much ties with it, just because of the atmosphere. Now, by all means, I do not want to live here by, like, you know, nothing. And, wait, what am I doing? I'm having a total brain fart moment. I apologize. I was so caught up talking about how much I love the atmosphere of this place that I completely forgot to go and properly do the easiest puzzle ever. In addition to just doing that, to go and head on to other levels of the ship, if you drop down here, and by the way, yes, you can actually jump down. Just like all the other Pokemon games, there is no such thing as jumping upwards. Gravity only pulls you down. However, inside of this chest contains 1 iron, so this will increase your defense stat if you use it. And right now, I'm going to go ahead and use it on, you guessed it, let me just go ahead and find it right over here. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Aggravation, because Aggravation obviously is going to be a defensive wall, and having some extra defense would help it quite a bit. So now we got to go ahead and push this thing out of the way, and then push it back into place. So, a little bit tedious, but for the rewards you get for doing that, I believe it's well worth the time. And plus, this episode is going to be relatively short as well, just because, well, I mean, there really isn't much going on. We're in the SS Libra, sure, but, I mean, in terms of stuff to do, I mean, it's kind of just like all linear and all. Anyways, right up here, we have what appears to be the main, or at least one of the decks. And I have to say right now, this creeped me the hell out as a kid. Yeah, this purple liquid. Don't ask why, but it always just gave me this weird feeling like this place is poisoned or something. I mean, why would there be purple liquid? I mean, what are they having? Like, it's either grape juice that they were serving to, like, all the people on board or Pokemon on board. Like, I don't know, Poke Drink or whatever. Or, like, those new blending things that you can make now in recent Pokemon games or whatever. But still, I just found it ominous and creepy as hell. Anyways, let's go ahead and enter this room up here. Because after all I do to get here, we let one get away from us. Isn't that right, Sniddle? Sniddle? Oh yes, indeed. Such a lost opportunity for it was obviously rare if only it had been caught. Why, if you caught it, Gorgon, your collection would have been enhanced by 0.7%. Such a disappointing loss. It took off because you made so much noise, Gorgon, sir. I heard that. You're pinning the blame on me? That's blatant God, big words. That's blatant insubordination. I'm in a foul mood today. Not plain foul. Foul. Today of all days. Oh, Gorgon, sir. An intruder. Ugh, that fool Snaddle had to screw up. Someone let this outsider get in here? Our recovery plan's done, but we can't let you go. Not after you've seen us here. Hey! Yes, sir. Teach this little boy a thing or two about pain. Aye, sir. You just leave everything to me. You can be assured that the job will be done while you return to the lair. See to it! That guy looks like a friggin' monkey. Just saying. Well, now you heard the man. I must get back to the lair too. You know what to do. Wait a second, that's not what you said! Allow me to explain. We have a crucial job to do at the lair. We need to make shadow Pokemon from those that were on the ship. So that's what happened to them. You do agree this is indeed important, don't you? If you were to do the job, you would take 30% more effort than I. In that case, Gorgon's mood would worsen by 72%. You do agree that that is indeed most inefficient, don't you? As a result, if you were to take this boy on in my place, we'd be ahead 63% in terms of overall efficiency. Damn, talk about being proportionate with your percentage, Sniddle. God, this guy might have actually gone to school. You do understand, don't you? It's only for efficiency's sake. I'll be going now. What a smartass. He's first a jerk because he pinpoints all the stuff to do on the ship on his friend here. And he like walks away like, percent this, percent that. Why do I always get the feeling that I've been had? Because you are weak and gullible? Oh well, if I don't beat you here, I won't be filling my duties. Don't hold a grudge for this! Oh, now I kind of feel bad for fighting this guy. I mean, yeah, he's a Cipher peon, his name is Smart. For a name like Smartun, you're not exactly the brightest, being completely had by pretty much everybody on your team for Cipher. Anyways. So, I really want to say right now, I love how the SS Libra battles look. Whenever you fight in the SS Libra, which there are very few times I'll have to say right now, spoilers, it just looks beautiful. And also, speaking of beautiful, Snuggles is now in Earth's rank, and it looks god awesome. I'm going to start by using Ice Beam on Cacnea, and I'm going to use Return on Huntail. And now with Snuggles' new heavy attack stat, because it's now its final evolution, let's see how much damage it does. So first, Poseidon, go ahead and use Ice Beam. That should one-shot it, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Alright, so now we've gotten that done and said. Snuggles, he's got a little bit of XP, and his third Pokemon is a Teddiursa! Oh god, okay, whatever. Hey, let's see how much it gets hit for, and... Oh, so close! Damn! Well, I have to say, until, as far as I believe, is a bit more of a defensive Pokemon than its counterpart, Gorbis, which I'm not getting into right now because that's not necessarily where I should talk about these things. Actually, no, screw it, whatever. I apologize for being a little bit sporadic in my decisions right now, but it's kind of like, well, to do or not to do. So, I'm gonna go use Bite on Huntail and use Return on Teddiursa. So anyways, I was saying, Gorbis and Huntail are two of the same Pokemon, in a way. They both evolved from Clamperl. Clamperl is a Pokemon used in Generation 3 that looks all like this. You can only evolve Clamperl if you have a Deep Sea Scale or a Deep Sea Tooth. Obviously, a Scale will be to evolve into Gorbis, and the Tooth into Huntail. So, a little bit of fun trivia there, and his final Pokemon is a Coughing. Great. And for once, he does not have a shadow. For once, we are fighting a Cipher Peon that, well, is required to fight, and he doesn't have a shadow Pokemon. So, I'll put it, again, I'm not going to say right now, he's actually a little bit more of a genuine guy. Maybe he just joined Cipher because they were threatening to, like, I don't know, take his money or something, I don't even know. Anyways, with that, Poseidon grows to level 31, so we get a crazy amount of HP, as always, and balance +2, so everything else, so that's interesting. 81 special attack, very nice. However, HP is where it is the strongest in. So, let's go ahead and take down this person with, or yeah, because coughing is a person when it honestly looks disgusting. God, I don't like coughing as a Pokemon, how it looks. It just looks like bleh. I mean, granted, I have to say, okay, if Gen 1 standards, yeah, it was an interesting concept, but nowadays it just looks ugly. I never liked coughing. I never used a coughing at all on my team. Anyways, now that's all over, we have finally beaten Smarten. What? I lost? I can't go back to the lair like this! Hey, at least it gave us a resolution of the max quality on YouTube. Well, actually, no, the max quality is 1440. However, as soon as he beats Smarten, he disappears, and I watched you battling those downright bizarre people. You're some kind of tough, aren't you? Huh? Me? I just happened to stumble across the ship, so I made it my help. Wow. Wait. Stumble across the ship? You're in the middle of the freaking desert. How do you even get water? I mean, okay, maybe the SS Libra has reserves of water left, but still. You just happened to stumble across a ship in the middle of the desert, so you made it your home? Or are you like a freaking nomad or something, and now you decide to completely become a non-nomad and an actual settler of one ship? That's actually kind of cool. You know, there's plenty of food and all. I have to admit, certain things bug me, but nothing's perfect in life. I've got to admit that I'm glad I'm glad that weird bunch is gone. I owe you thanks for that, at least. You must be tired of that battle, right? You can rest up at my place. It's in the wheelhouse. And as soon as we enter there, he automatically gets us a rest, so good thing that we did that. Well, did you get some decent rest? You're free to use that bed whenever you feel tired, okay? By the way, I've got this favor to ask of you. See, every so often I hear these odd noises coming from deep in the ship's hull. I think there's someone skulking down there, but it's too creepy for me to go take a look-see. How about you go look for me? Well, after how hospitable... I cannot say the word. After showing such hospitality towards me, you know, by beating those people on the ship and letting us sleep in your very small bed, which I'm surprised there's even a bed like this on the top of the ship anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. Thank you kindly. That noise has been really eating at my nerves lately. I can hardly sleep now. So when you're done investigating, I need you to tell me if you found anything. Alright, so we're gonna go and do that in the next episode, because I did say this is gonna be a short episode. Of course, now it's a long episode, because I'll be honest with you guys, I forgot that so much happened when you entered the SS Libra, when you got past that point, when you entered the deck. So, next time on Let's Play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, we are going to go ahead and go down deep in the ship's hull to find that weird noise that this guy has been complaining about. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.